What's going on, guys? Happy Monday. I thought you might appreciate if this week I taught you how to win at everything. So I put together a little chart here that I invented, and it's called the Perspectives and Events Matrix, or the Events Perspectives Matrix. And I'm going to explain to you a little bit how that works. So hopefully you can see it all right. For every event, there is both a winning and a losing perspective that you can take on it for every single event you could possibly imagine. And that's highlighted up here at the top. On the side, I have both your positive and your negative events. So events that are, seemingly positive, and events that are seemingly, at least at first, negative. And I'm going to show you a little bit about what goes in these quadrants, and it's going to become a little bit more clear for you. So I'll talk first about our defaults. So clearly, when a positive event happens, it is default. It is in our first instinct to adopt a winning perspective. That is a default perspective that we're taking on that event. And our second default is when we have a negative event happen, what do? We adopt a losing perspective. So a negative event, losing perspective, and all right. But what about these diagonal quadrants here? This is where it gets interesting. It is possible, and we see it a lot of the time, when a positive event happens and we adopt a losing perspective. So, for example, maybe you had a song release that went really well, but still in your mind you're like, it's not as good as that other dude's song. Or you got a promotion at work and you're like, well, I don't actually deserve this, right? I have imposter syndrome, or I'm a fake, I'm a phony. There's a lot of that self-defeating type of mindset when there's a positive event, and we adopt that losing perspective. So I'm just going to put up here self-sabotage. So self-sabotage is what's going on here. I'll put a square. And down here, this is the one I really want to highlight, is when we have a event that is seemingly negative, but we adopt a winning perspective on that event. So even if your track comes out and no one likes it, no one listens to it, you don't get any response whatsoever, still adopting a winning perspective on that and saying, I did my best. This track came out and it was the best that I could do at the time. And hey, I at least took action and I started the forward momentum. Now this is just going to snowball. I'm going to release another one. I'm going to release another one. I finally got unblocked. That is the winning perspective to take on that. So in this quadrant, I'm just going to put growth. And this is really where we want to focus on. So what we can realistically do, if we really set our mind to it, is we can completely cross out this entire section. We can just destroy it because it's not necessary. It might be default, but we have total control over that. So what I want to urge you to do this week and moving forward is to live in this left column right here. Live right here in the winning perspective, because if you do that, whether it's a seemingly positive event or it's a seemingly negative event, you keep a winning perspective no matter what, you will win no matter what. And that's how you win at everything. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great week.